Hello, my name is Samuel Acosta,
Hi, my name is Natalia Flores.
and welcome back to another episode of our Government 101. Today we have
Good morning, Mauricio Chavez. I'm the Deputy County Manager and Finance Director.
Maria Martinez, Assistant Finance Director for the Finance Department.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chavez and Ms. Martinez, for joining us today. So today we have you on our podcast to educate the public on what your role is in the finance department. And what better way to do that than to have a game show concept. So we'll be asking you to give a brief description about your role and yourself and what you do. And from there, Sam and I will play paper, rock, scissors to see who can ask you the first question. And from there, based on your answers, Sam and I will be asking questions. Once we hit this bell, that's when we know who gets to ask the question, and we compete to see who asks. Okay? So if you guys could please describe your roles and what you do in 30 seconds.
Our Finance Department, we provide support to the organization. We prepare for the annual budget. We prepare for the annual audit. And we support by processing payroll and accounts payable for all the vendors for all the departments to function properly.
Okay, we also do prepare a lot of our financial statements, and we also help handle all the financial management portion of all the grants that are awarded to the county with all departments.
Okay, thank you so much. And now Sam and I are going to play paper, rock, scissors. Ready? Okay. So what kind of education did you pursue to have this position?
I got a bachelor's degree in business management, and I've taken several grants, training courses throughout my 20-year tenure with Santa Cruz County.
My studies goes back to finance and accounting. That's my degree, and also multiple certifications on many different financial topics, including grants management and financial planning.
What's the most interesting part about working in finance that you would like the people to know?
I think for me, the most interesting part is that I feel like almost every day I have the opportunity to learn something new, and there's always challenges where we have to be able to use our resources efficiently to try to understand and make sure that we are complying with all regulations, statutes, and complying with federal guidelines, our local policies and procedures.
For me, I believe it would be providing the support that all departments need in order to carry out the services that we need to provide the constituents of our community.
Can I know some of your background, where you were born, raised, where you guys graduated from, and some great parts of your lives right now?
Sure. I was born in Nogales, Sonora, Mexico. Then we moved, when I was a young child, moved to the United States. I did all my schooling in the Nogales Unified School District. I graduated from Nogales High School in 1986, then attended the University of Arizona there for 4 years. Then after that, I came back home to work for the family business, and then I started working for government. Ended up with the city of Nogales, and then here at the county, and I've been with the county now for 14 years.
So I was actually born and raised in Nogales. And I also graduated from the Nogales High School in 2001, yesteryear. And I graduated with a bachelor's from the University of Phoenix. And I've been working with the county since 2003. So I've had the opportunity to work with the WIOA. That's where I started. And then I moved on to the sheriff's office, and now I've been with finance for a little over 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we know the roles you guys play as the Deputy County Manager and Finance Director for Mauricio, and the Assistant Finance Director? Like, what roles do you guys play?
I actually play dual roles currently. I oversee the finance department, which there's plenty, a lot of responsibilities, of course, the audit, the budget, and a lot of financial requirements that we have to fulfill. And as far as the Deputy County Manager, I provide support for County Manager and also for the Board of Supervisors as well.
Okay, so as the Assistant Finance Director, that's actually a position I've held for a little over 2 months now. I'm still trying to learn the processes for my new position, But I have been working extensively with our auditors and handling this last year's audit. And there's still a lot of grants that I'm overseeing and involved with, so that's where I'm at so far.
I got that. So that's like how we compete for it. Cheater. Okay, fine. Take it then.
What are some challenges you guys face when working here for the county?
Geez, I think the biggest challenge that we've had, of course, would be and I'll speak about it, it's the embezzlement by the former treasurer. That's been a situation that has really put on a dark cloud over us. However, we're moving forward. We're taking care of at least the financial aspect of it. We're properly recording the loss and moving forward, and we're gonna be doing well moving on now.
Okay, I think I'm going to agree with Mauricio on that. I think the biggest challenge we faced, probably like in the last few years, would be the embezzlement. That's something that the county hasn't experienced in the past, and there's been a lot that we've needed to learn from that. And because of that, like, we have looked into other, what would be the word?
Processes and procedures.
Processes, yes, I'm sorry. Processes and procedures to make sure that we are accountable and transparent.
So, how do you both manage the audit, and how can you make sure that this problem or this controversial problem doesn't happen again?
Okay, so I guess that goes back to my previous answer. We have been looking at the different processes for the different departments, and especially we focus obviously more in our department. So we're trying to be as transparent as possible, and we have been creating and implementing policies. And yeah, we work really closely with our financial consultants and with the auditors to make sure and that we know that we are doing everything accurately and recording and reporting appropriately.
Mauricio didn't answer.
Whoops.
So, guess who loses a turn? Have him speak on it. You can speak on it.
I can add to that. And I concur with Maria. It's about implementing best practices, and that's what we're trying to accomplish. Of course, this is an opportunity for us to learn and implement, different policies, different procedures in order to avoid it and be more transparent moving forward.
How has this impacted your own daily lives, would you say? Has it had an impact at all as a worker for the community, or your own personal lives?
It has. It's been a rough again, cloud over the county, but we have to move forward. We have to learn from it. We're making strides on it. We invest a lot of our time into this job. This is not an 8-to-5 job or anything like that. Maria can attest. We're here about 10 to 12 hours a day. We're here working on the weekends. We want to get things moving the right way and in the right path moving forward.
Okay, and
Oh, no, sorry. If you have something to add, go for it.
yeah, I also want to add that it's taken a lot of time from our families. Like Mauricio said, we spend a lot of hours here in the office doing what we need to do for all the departments, for the county, for our constituents. We work past 5, we are here before 8, we work weekends, and as a matter of fact, last night we left around 11 o'clock at night, closing our fiscal year. So yeah, it's really taken a toll on our personal lives.
Earlier today when we walked in on Mauricio, what was it, finishing the fiscal year? Was that what it was?
We were actually closing the fiscal year every June 30th. That's when our year end closes. So we can't close any of our funds in a negative manner, in a negative amount. So there's a process, and it's a very long process, and we work very closely with the Treasury. And we were here probably a little bit past, almost close to midnight, trying to make sure that everything happens and everything is in a manner that it closes as best according to accounting principles.
And what does that consist of? What does the fiscal consist of besides funds, or is it mainly funds?
So our fiscal year runs from July 1st, our new year, through June 30th. Okay. So all the funds that we have, and we have about 226 funds that we handle, including the general fund. The general fund has about 28 departments. So all those funds have different revenues and expenditures that go with it. And when we close the year, everything has to be in a positive. It can't end in a negative. So there's a lot of pre-planning to that when the June 30th arrives. So all staff takes care of different aspects of what their positions are to make sure that it's smoothly and the transition is good towards the new year, which the new year starts today for us.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay.
Are there any current events you would like the county or the public to know?
Sure, we're gonna be having our tentative budget presentation on July 8th. I'll be sitting on that side over there and presenting before the board. Maria and I will present the new budget year, which, oddly enough, starts today, but they are the ones that will approve that budget. And then after that, there's a period that we have to submit for public review and public comment. And then we're targeting August 5th to finalize and approve for the board again, present to the board, and have the opportunity for the people to speak on behalf of the budget, and then the board approves the final budget on August 5th.
So,
Oh, no, that's it.
any message you would like the any message you would like the public to know? Any share? You have any message for the public?
Sure, I think the public needs to understand what, we're trying to accomplish here. We're moving forward, we're implementing policies and procedures, we're being transparent, and we just want them to know that, we're working very hard for this event that happened will not happen ever again.
Yeah, I also want to add that a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, the entire time the finance department works behind the scenes. So the public doesn't really get to see us, or we don't really get to go out and participate in events. We do a lot of the behind the scenes, like the payroll, accounts payable. We have accruals. We have closing the fiscal year. We handle the grants. The financial portion of the grants. We do our reconciliations, and that it takes a lot of work. And I feel like a lot of times it's overlooked. So I just want to make sure everyone out there knows that the finance department, in my eyes, is very much appreciated. Every single person in that office is very valuable to not only the department, but to the county as a whole.
Okay. So, to conclude with our funny questions, do you guys pay the interns? And if you do, have you ever paid them a little bit more than you're supposed to?
No. Yeah, we actually, we process payroll, right? It happens in our office, and we never pay more than we need to. We have our systems. We have every person that has access to the system has different rights depending on their role or their responsibility. So we make sure that sort of stuff doesn't happen with interns or with anybody else.
So that's a very good question. I'm glad you asked that, because that's really called a segregation of duties, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we implement segregation of duties that I, for example, even though I'm the finance director or she's the assistant finance director, we don't have access to pay anyone any more or less. We don't have that, and it's done intentionally. So it's segregation of duties that human resources actually implements and submits the actual hourly rate in the system, and then we just process that. It's done intentionally, so there's no manipulating of anything.
Good.
It is good. Yes.
It is good.
And then my last funny question: what's your curly hair routine?
Oh my gosh. I'm still trying to figure it out, but for the most part, I try to not use too many products. I already have highlights, so I definitely need my purple shampoo, Avena, if I'm not mistaken. And I try to just use oils, and try to do that brush thing. I'm not really sure what it's called.
The denim brush?
I think so, yeah. That's it.
Okay. If you two have any questions for us, feel free to ring the bell.
Oh, I didn't prepare with questions.
Okay, I have a question. What grade are you guys in right now currently, and then what are your plans moving forward once you graduate?
We just graduated from high school back in May, and this fall I plan to attend Pima Community College to pursue a degree in liberal arts and communications, and hopefully, if all goes well, I become a reporter.
So I also just graduated from Nogales High School.
All right.
Right here. We don't, no hugs, right?
Oh, really?
Right,
Yeah.
Mr. Davis?
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm from
So,
Puerto Rico.
I'm going to be attending Northern Arizona University this fall, NAU. I'm going to be majoring in biomedical sciences, as I'm aware they have different occupations for the medical fields, but I'm more going towards, my intentions are going into a dermatology field. So I'm going to be doing a lot. I'm going to be trying to do my best in my undergrad to go to an Ivy League school for my graduate school, medical school, get my PhD and master's, and all that.
My son went to NAU and graduated from there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What
He really liked it. Political science.
Political science.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
He really liked it there. Yeah. It's a good school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really like it too.
Good.
I have another question, actually. How have you guys liked this summer internship?
Me personally, I've enjoyed this internship as it relates to a lot what I want to do after college. I really want to be involved with the media and, making connections and stuff like that. So this has prepared me so much. I plan to obtain a long-term internship or hopefully a position here at the county and just continue working by Mr. Davis and Ms. Shannon Hall's side.
Oh, okay, hint, hint.
Shout out.
Yeah, subtle.
So I think this summer internship has had like a real impact on my life, just because I took the initiative of like actually doing something this summer rather than just slacking off. So it's been like a really amazing experience. I've learned so much. The communications, I needed to improve my communications. I was always like afraid of speaking to the public, or like I'd be like stuttering or slurring my words. So I think it's had a real impact on my life. I've had amazing supervisors, Supervisor Davis and Shannon Hall. They've been amazing. We've learned a lot. We've made a lot of network connections with the community. We practically know everybody here in this complex, as well as the old courthouse. So we've made those connections. Even being offered a long-term internship for the rest of the summer, but we don't know much about that yet. So we're gonna see soon. And well, I'm just really grateful to have this opportunity, and for the Gear Up program to have funded this program, along with the school superintendent that's going to be retiring, Alfredo Velasquez. So I'm just really grateful for this opportunity to be given to me.
Excellent. And this was something that also the Board of Supervisors supported 100% as well, funding of this program. So kudos to them for putting out that program, and making available the funds for that as well.
And I have one last question. Do you guys like refreshers or coffee, like from Starbucks or Dunkin' or anything like that?
What are these questions?
Well, they're legit questions, I
Right.
think.
I asked
Yeah.
Chipotle or Güero Canelo, and they said Chipotle, so.
So I'm good with coffee. It's got to be decaf for me, though.
Yeah, I like coffee too, but it has to be sugar-free. And by that, I don't mean like diet sugar. I don't like sugar in my coffee for some reason.
No creamer, no.
I like a
none of
little
that?
bit of creamer, yeah, but not sugar. So now you know what I like.
Yeah.
You know where I'm at. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
That's a crazy take.
Is it?
I love putting a bunch of caramel in the cup.
Oh, that's too much.
Yeah.
What's it called? I like coffee with my creamer.
Yeah, a little bit of coffee with the creamer.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, thank you guys for joining us today on our podcast episode. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your day and educating the public as well as educating us, as we didn't know much about the finance department either. And now we do.
Oh,
Right, yeah.
Now we
For
know.
sure.
Yeah, I'm glad that
This
was
is the whole point of this podcast.
Yeah.
Now we know that we can get paid more. I'm just
No.
kidding.
By bringing them
I don't know.
coffee. By bringing them coffee.
Yeah.
No, let's not. That's not going to happen.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So
Thank
thank
you.
you guys
Thank
for
you so much.
considering us
Yeah.
and for
Thank
having
you.
us.
And stay tuned for our next episode of Gov 101.